Alan, thanks so much for joining us. Exciting day, a big signing for next season, Naiyaravoro. Tell us a bit about him and what he'll bring to the club.
Oh, he'll bring a lot to the club. I think he's going to be a crowd favourite for sure, Tom. He's a very exciting player, very big man. I don't know what size Kelly would be, but I suspect it'd have to be around the 125 keg mark. He's Fijian by birth, but he's played, I think, 2 internationals for Australia now. Michael Checker identified him quite a few years ago now and signed him with the Waratahs. So he's played a number of years with the Waratahs. He's had the 1 season in Glasgow. That was an agreement between the Waratahs and Glasgow, so he's had a year over here in the Northern Hemisphere. I think Kelly is, as I said, he'll be a person who is a fantastic ball carrier, a massive man, loves the ball in his hand, go looking for the work, will work. Obviously, have to keep him off the potatoes and all those sorts of things over here and keep him in good nick, but I'm sure the boys will look after him.
What do you think makes him a good fit? The way this team plays, what makes him a good fit for the Saints?
I think you can use him effectively. I mean, Kelly is a person who'll work, and I think the coaches have got to use him in an effective way, not just leaving him out on the edge and trying to get the ball out to him to give him a clear run to the line. I mean, I think you can use Kelly into the midfield and get a lot of value out of him. There's not too many people who want to tackle a man of that size who's got the pace that he has at 125 kegs. I mean, he does a lot of damage. So I think if he's used in the right way, and I'm sure he will be, I think he'll be something to watch.
Is there still more to come from him? We've seen highlight clips of him on YouTube destroying defences, but he's 26 years old. I mean, he's still got plenty of rugby to play, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's only young in rugby sense, to Kelly, and I think he has got a lot. And, as I said, he'll get the right coaching here with Chris Boyd coming in and Dicko being here. And I think they'll encourage him to get more involved, and probably he has been at the task. I think it'll be a very exciting prospect.
Does it excite you? The fans are obviously very excited. Does it excite you as a coach that someone like that's come into the Saints?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, he could have gone probably anywhere in the world, and I suspect there would have been a number of clubs pursuing him. But he's elected to come to the Saints, which is a great thing. I mean, having Rob Horne here wouldn't have done any harm, because Rob Horne and Kelly played together at the Waratahs for a number of years and are very good friends. I know that I also spoke to Adam Ashley Cooper, who's now playing over in Japan, and asked him where he thought the fit would be. And he also had a chat with Kelly on my behalf, or our behalf, and also probably had a good word in his ear. And I don't know whether in fact that had any bearing on the decision at the end of the day, but he elected to come here, which we're very grateful for.
Great news. Obviously, there's a big game at the weekend as well to get ready for, though. We'll move swiftly on to that. Just your thoughts on how the team are prepared.
Prepared very well. Hard day on Monday, but a day that had to be had. The fact is that you've got to address the issues that we were poor at, and there were a number of them. But particularly, as we said the other night, game management was one. Ball control was another. We didn't control the ball. We didn't control field position. To have 27-28% of possession in the second half is a very difficult exercise to think you can go out and win the game. I mean, we've got to treasure the ball a lot better than what we did last weekend, and we've got to be a lot more accurate in the way we perform. So yeah, it was tough, but people just had to front up. As I've said all along, we're all in this together, so we're not finger pointing and saying it was him and not me. We're in it together, so we've all got to share some of the responsibility for what happened. As I said, we thought we had it right. We wanted to run Bath around. I thought we did that pretty well in the first 20 minutes. And even up to half-time probably wasn't too bad. The try in half-time obviously didn't help. But at the same time, we should have come out and performed a lot better than we did in the second half.
You'll never play a game against a team that isn't playing for something, but London Irish are battling for their lives. How tough is that going to be with them coming here?
It's going to be a tough game. The one thing that we have to do, and it's been stressed, we've got to show London Irish respect. And the one thing you have to do right through rugby, whoever the team may be, wherever they may be playing them, it doesn't matter. You've got to show people respect. And that's what we're going to show London Irish, the utmost respect, irrespective of the fact they're sitting bottom. We're only sitting 2 places above them. So we've got to go out, and we know this is a very, very important game all around. We're still aiming, I'd love to say we're aiming top 4, but, after the defeat on the weekend, that's looking more remote as every day passes. But at the same time, we've still got to have aspirations. You know, at worst, we want to finish top 6. But we've got to go out and win games. So we've got to get our process right. We just can't be result orientated and think we've just got to win this game. We've got to say, yeah, we can win this game, but how do we win this game? And we've got to understand how we're going to win it and what the process takes to do that. Now, how do we clear our lines out of our 22? How do we get to? What's the minimum result? You know, we've got to knock the ball to 30, 40 out from the line. Do we want to give the opposition, you know, a free run at us with a rolling maul 20 odd out? No, we don't. So we've got to understand what we're trying to achieve and how we're trying to achieve it. And that's one of the things we're working on.
Alan, good luck at the weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you. Thanks, mate.